But then there's a day that you may not want to struggle. And when we lose that fighting edge or that advantage, the minister said once God gives you a strategic advantage, you don't give that up. And he has given us an advantage. I'm talking to the believers and those who come to hear. God has favored black people.
Yes. Right.
We don't make no bones. We don't apologize for that statement. That is a fact. Now, how we perceive that is another thing.
Right.
But we know that God first loved us.
Yes, sir.
Because we needed his love.
Yes.
And God's been aching and he's been groaning for these last 6,000 years, looking at the condition of his people. And so throughout Bible, he always uses my people, my people. Well, he's not referring to Jewish people.
Right.
They have used that name to what? Shield themselves. Right. So that they could go throughout the planet Earth creating mischief and the shedding of blood in the name of God. So that no one will call them to the carpet for their actions. But today, God has blessed us with a man who is not afraid to stand up and speak the truth today. There are many people who know the truth, but they are not willing to speak the truth. That's right. See, that's the difference. Right. Farrakhan is willing to tell the truth and put his life on the line for that truth. What good is a man or a woman who know the truth, but yet won't stand up for the truth and speak the truth? It is though you should not have spoken the truth at all if you're not willing to stand up for God.
That's right.
Stand up for his people. Why shouldn't we not stand up for God? Why shouldn't we not stand up for the condition that our people has been placed in? That's why we lifted this scripture from the Honorable Louis Farrakhan's message on October the 14th. Is there no balm in Gilead? Is there no physician there to heal the wounds of my people? It's a question, but God answers the question. He knows that there is a balm there. He knows that there are physicians there, but why is there no healing for my people? With all of these doctors, with all of this knowledge, with all of these scholars who know how to read God's creation, but they're not reading God's creation to benefit, to bring the masses, but yet specifically black people out of the condition that we are in. Because history tells us, brothers and sisters, that the slave master, the oppressor, never takes a people out of that condition. This is why we have to bear witness that if God didn't come, who came? Who came?
That's right.
Somebody had to come and begin to heal us of the condition that we are in. You can't tell me we don't need a physician.
That's right.
You can't tell me we don't need some balm. Every last one of us are wounded, as the minister referred to in his lecture. And we have wounded others.
That's right.
That's why atonement and the process of atonement is necessary, because we are wounded. Is there no balm for my people?
Yes, sir. Good question.
I'm quite sure there are, but where is the balm? Where are the physicians? Well, they are hiding the most important knowledge that will heal black people of our condition. And that is the knowledge of ourselves. The enemy will never teach you who you really are.
That's right.
Because our lesson tells us that if they do, then their heads will be taken off by the sword. Well, what is the sword? You say, take off heads? No, it's not talking about the physical head, but it's talking about the spiritual head. That the enemy knows once he reveals the secrets. Because they have the secrets. They are practicing the secrets of God and they're practicing it on you and me every day of our life. Because you don't know yourself. But white folk know us. The scholar white folks, the scientists that are among them who are sitting there manipulating instead of using that knowledge to benefit the creation of God. They decide that they'll use that knowledge for themselves. This is where we're at, brothers and sisters. So a fight is on right now. And you and I don't know why the fight is taking place. The fight is over you. God has come to fight our battles. Why? Because we're not in no condition to fight this enemy. We are very wounded people. And we are not healthy enough to battle with the devil and Satan himself. So God, out of the abundance of his mercy, out of the abundance of his love, and it's incumbent on him to raise up a man and fill that man with his aim and his purpose. And that's why you cannot redirect the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. And the enemy is upset because he cannot redirect Farrakhan in the wrong direction because God in the Christ has him on the right direction. And if you and I are wise, we will follow a man who is doing the bidding of God today and not the bidding of our open enemies. And when you are found doing the bidding of your open enemy, you are found upholding his civilization. But God has come, and those who want to follow God's way, you got to follow the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, because he is the man from God out of the expression of God himself. That's the highest form of love. When God says be to a thing that is nothing, and he takes that thing and begins to form it according to his laws. Because the enemy uses these laws that oppose his creation. You don't see the law. I don't see the law. But that don't mean that the law is not present. It's present. But if you and I, oh Lord, who don't know how to read his creation, then we cannot benefit from these laws that the wise and the scientists know.
Come on.
They know. They know how this universe works. And they tap into this universe to extract that knowledge, that wisdom. But you don't see them teaching that to the masses of the people. So